Hello, Year 8, and welcome to the explanation of our first assessment in health for the year. So we have been working so far on risk-taking behaviours, specifically around what we've done on OneNote. We've got smoking, we've got vaping, and we've also got cannabis. We did do alcohol and risk-taking behaviours on our worksheet. So if you need your worksheets, they are on my desk for today's work and pretty much the work moving forward over the holidays. So the introduction to this cat pretty much is you are creating a poster, which can be done individually or in pairs, or a short video, which must be done in pairs. This video needs to go for 2 to 3 minutes. That means if you are in a friendship of three, I need you guys to separate because there are no threes or fours or fives or sixes during this assessment. It is either an individual one or a paired one. So if you're in a group of three with your mates, someone's going to have to separate into a poster, or all three of you separate into a poster. It's up to you how you do it, but we are focusing on vaping, illicit substances, specifically cannabis, because we spoke about in class. If you'd like to do another illicit substance such as cocaine or methamphetamines, please let me know. So send me a message on Teams and I'll let you know yes or no. Otherwise, choose cannabis, and lastly, alcohol, which was completed on these worksheets that we did before lesson 4. So 1, 2, and 3 is where we did alcohol in. So in this poster or short video, you have 7 questions here to help you explore information and just get lots of good detail that'll be able to help you write a really good poster or write the script for a really good short video. Ideally, you want this video to also be engaging as well, but we'll get to that later. So these 7 questions are going to help you flesh out some really good ideas, get some really good information. Once you've done the first 7 questions, which really should be the focus of today, moving forward is what you should be doing everything else on, so it's just collating information. You're going to decide whether you create a poster or a video at this stage. So don't do it here. Get all the information out before you plan on a poster or video, and then you're just going to highlight it. You know in year 8, you know how to highlight it. Go over it, click the highlighting page up here at the top, poster, done. Like, that's what I would be creating. They need to make a key message. Think about key messages. There's things like choose health over vaping or think before you drink. Create a slogan, like make a catchy slogan, make it easy for like people to understand and to remember. So if they're in a situation, they're more likely to choose the right option for them. Example, think before you drink. It rhymes. You're going to remember that, aren't you? So that's kind of the idea with the slogan. You're then going to find some stats and facts and statistics and like trends in data and stuff like that. A great example would be if you've chosen vaping, you think about, as I mentioned in class numerous times, the smoking rates when I was your age compared to vaping rates, and how it's pretty much flipped nowadays compared to what it was when I was your age. So that would be a good thing that you would be able to talk about. But lastly, how are you going to engage year 8 students? So, pretty much, is your video going to be really catchy, like a TikTok sort of thing that people want to watch before they keep scrolling to the next video? If it's a poster, how are we going to make students in the hallways, in the corridors, all around school, stop and read this poster? How are you going to do that? Then you're just going to create it. If you're doing a poster, make sure you do all these things here. If you're doing a video, make sure you do all these things here. And obviously, submit the work. You guys know this. You guys know how to do it. Do it on Compass. Upload it on Compass. If you're doing a video, you're going to have to upload a video. If you're doing a poster, upload the poster. Ideally, we don't want links, but if that's all you can do, do it. But if you're doing Canva, like download it off Canva and then upload it as a PDF. That's pretty much what I would recommend. Then we're looking at the rubric, which you guys also have both of these pages as well in your OneNotes. There's the rubric, positive and negative risks. That's what we've spoken about so far in lesson 1 and a bit of lesson 2. So if you want your book to look over it again, collect it from my desk. There's a blue folder, and it's got all of your work in it. That's what you should be grabbing. The teachers in that office know where my desk is and know where I keep my pieces of paper and my folders. So if you need help finding it, ask them. I forgot to mention actually, everyone in this class should be getting one of these two. Like, you guys are well above the level of where you're expected to be in year 8. You all know these things, like, in really good detail, which is really good. But that doesn't mean I want people just to come past with a bare minimum and, like, get marks here or even here. No one in this class should be getting marks there. Everyone in this class, like, so much higher above the level than what is expected in year 8. So I want to see that in your cat. I want to be able to ride home and be like, wow, you guys are so smart. Insert student name is so good at this and that and the other, and I'm so impressed. Internal risks and external risks, that's what's explored in questions 1 to 7. So whatever you find in question 1 to 7, I will be marking according with these two. Internal risks are things like health risks, pretty much, that happens inside the body. So if you're choosing vaping, what are the damages to the lungs? If you've chosen alcohol, what are the damages to the liver? All those sort of things. But then the external effects are things like the social status within your friend groups. Like, are you making different friends? Are you losing your original friends from primary school? All that sort of stuff. As well as even like getting arrested. Like, that's a legal effect, which we've explored a little bit as well this term. The last rubric criteria is this one, interpreting trends and data. Now, interpreting trends and data is purely based off this question here. So when you do this question on your OneNote, which you should be planning first before you actually start creating your poster or your video, which is not what we'll be doing today. That's probably a holiday task, if I'm being honest. Don't just do one. Because if you do one, it's going to be very hard for me to put you up here. Okay? And when you've shown a graph or you've used data, talk about it in your poster or video. Don't just like show it and then not talk about it. Because if you don't talk about it at all, that's this one here. So if you've got a graph, talk about it for a little bit. If you're doing your video, have a print out of the graph and then show it and then talk about it for the next like 30 seconds. Okay? That's what we should be doing. Obviously, if you guys have any questions though, let me know on Teams. Send me a message on Teams and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, have fun today. Be really productive so you got less work to do over the holidays. Because this task usually takes about 2 hours, sometimes 3, depends how productive you are. But obviously, the more productive you are today means the less work you're going to have to do over the holidays, okay? The due date's on Compass, so have a squiz at that. Otherwise, be productive. If you've got any questions, let me know on Teams or ask your teacher that's running the lesson today. So have fun. I'll see you guys next term and have a lovely holidays.